Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Formula Costco. It is finally here, the final race of the season. We are ending season 6 in style in Brazil, and a new twist, it is a 100% race. So there will be 72 laps around this track here tonight to decide the championship once and for all between Cole and Slurp. McLaren locked up the Constructors' Championship last week, and now there is just one championship left to decide. So basically what has to happen is Slurp has to win the race. If Slurp does not win, then none of this matters, because he is 21 points back, and the only way you get more than 21 points in a race is if you win. So that means Slurp has to win and get fastest lap to win the championship if Cole finishes 8th or worse. If Slurp does not get fastest lap, Cole finishes 8th or better, then Cole is your champion and would join Slurp as the only multiple-time champions in Formula Costco history. They would both have 2. Slurp goes into this looking for his 3rd, but it's going to be a very tall task, especially with the return of one Rowdy Jacob 18, who is racing tonight for the first time since Silverstone, back in the Red Bull, which we've seen many drivers race throughout this season. But now he is back for the final race of the season, the final race for Formula Costco on F124, with the release of F125 today. So this is going to be an end of an era in a lot of ways here tonight. I am, of course, Normie on Xbox with you as always. BB and Potato not here yet. He will be soon. So it'll be just me for a little while. And another twist, Joey in a Ferrari tonight. With the Constructors' Championship being decided, Joey thought, why not join Slurp for one final run. So that's what he's doing. As a lot of guys go out on intermediates, only have 12 drivers right now. I believe we will have 13, maybe 14. But yeah, I'm very excited for this one. Brazil, obviously, a very fun track. It's the track that's treated this league the best, I would say. With thrilling races every time we come here. 11 minutes to go, 9 drivers up at a time on the board. Banjo up in P1 over Joey, 108.31. Then you have Cheesy, Bama, Rowdy, Logan, Cole, Snowy, DeMeo so far. And I believe we'll see the track be quiet for a little while, besides Snowy, who is the lone car on track at the moment. So we'll watch him navigate. A lot of guys not here tonight. Sean not home. There's Josh. Jake not home. Same with Castron. Aaron not here, NASCAR fan not here. But we have everyone else here for the finale. There's Rowdy also back on track. So we watched Snowy go through Sector 2. Get a refresher of what the Brazil circuit looks like because it's been a while since we've been here. This is the very long front stretch here. DRS activated. And Snowy will improve from a 112 to a 111.508. Now let's see what Rowdy can do on his second run. Technically third. And there's Josh in the Williams. That is honestly a little bit cursed. I expect Rowdy to be up there contending for the win tonight. Let's see if he will back that up with a good qualifying lap, and it'll be P3 just off of Banjo's P1 time. There's Skylar on a lap now as well. And Skylar will go to 8th, 1:10.5. Just under 8 minutes to go in the last qualifying session of the season. And here comes Josh out. JV as well. That's JV and Slurp out. And there's BB and Potato. Welcome, Mr. Potato. There's not a good turn one for Josh there.
Okay. Got in.
Welcome, welcome.
Okay, I don't really have much facts to throw out there, but yep, I'm here a bit late here for Brazil. Looks like trying to get more people in here, but
Haven't really missed much besides the fact that Josh is at a Williams and Joey's in a Ferrari tonight.
Whoa!
And Rowdy's actually here.
I don't know why Joey would do that, but well, here we are, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know either. Banjo was not very happy. That's Josh.
I mean, and no
We'll
offense
put a 1:10.5 on the board.
No offense to Josh, but that could strike out Williams' chance of jumping in the points. They had an outside chance, but probably not.
Not at
now.
the championship. That got locked up. But
no, yeah, for another spot in the constructors, not
yeah,
the winning constructors. So we're doing multiple qualifying sessions here.
No, it's short qualifying and then
Okay.
full race.
What does it usually say Q1? I don't know why. Thought it was different. Okay. Um,
Yeah.
Logan, we've got Logan and Josh both running hot laps as well
JB
as
to
Slurp.
7th, and now we'll watch Slurp. Slurp is going to go to P1, 108 flat for the Ferrari. That's a good start for him. Remember, at the top of the show, we talked about what he needs to happen for him to win the championship tonight. He needs a win, 100% guaranteed no matter what happens. He needs to win. Fastest lap would win him the championship if Cole finished 8th. But if Cole finishes any better than 8th, then it does not matter what Slurp does. Cole will be the champion. Or if Slurp doesn't win, it is also over. But we have a long race to decide all of that. 72 laps to be exact. So we'll watch Logan on his second flying lap.
Logan, just 1 point behind NASCAR fan Justin for that 10th spot
Oh
in
yeah.
points. I don't know if Justin's going to be racing in this, so I don't
Have not
think
heard
so.
from him all day, so I doubt it.
Yes, that probably if he just gets inside the points, he can bump up a spot. And that
That'll be interesting to watch too. How many
this is
how many
really
people can jump spots in the points as Logan's going to come into the pits, not finish the lap.
this is really shaking up how this battle for P4 for points between Banjo and Joey. They're not teammates for this one. So
True, I didn't think
maybe
about that.
gonna race
Yeah,
a bit harder. I don't know.
I think Benjo will because he's not happy. Like I said, it's Josh retires.
And Joey's had some incidents with teammates in the past, so at this track last season, so I think they're gonna race their hardest to try to get that
Correct.
4th spot in points.
Oh, Chan's on. I'll invite him if he has time.
And speaking of his teammate at the time, DeMeo, Joey's his teammate now at Red Bull, Rowdy, is here today, so he's gonna be a factor in this one.
Oh, Skylar almost spins it through turn 1. And the track is likely gonna get pretty busy here, with just 2.5 minutes to go. See Cole coming out, Rowdy DeMeo, Cheesy all out. Slurp on provisional pole where he needs to be right now. Cole all the way down in P13, but that lap was an intermediate lap, so he's obviously gonna probably jump up the board here. Minute 50 to go. Skylar going to come to the pits, not finish the lap. And so Joey, Cheesy on flyers now. Cole is on one as well. They're right together. Matter of fact, Cheesy is like right behind Cole. So they're going to be probably mirroring each other's lap time right here. As JB calls it a session.
Because McLaren's locked up the constructors' last race, but the title fight for drivers is not technically locked in for McLaren and Cole, as we've got 2 cars off they're coming up on.
Oh, Cheesy's gonna... What was that? Cheesy just went way off course there, got a crazy run into the corner. We'll see how well it works. They're gonna come to the line at the exact same time here. Cole gonna be first. And Cheesy Man's gonna go to P1 with a 107.86. That... Wow. And Cole is P5 as Joey gets DQ'd for going the wrong way. He was in 4th place. So that's going to drop him all the way down to 13th.
What is going
And now
on?
Slurp has a run at pole, but he's right behind Banjo. He's going to have to make an overtake here on his flying lap.
Oh.
And Banjo not going to let him have it. That's going to kill Slurp's run. Does he have enough time to get back to the line? No, he doesn't. There's only 10 seconds
Banjo's
left.
is on his own, so why would he do that? I mean, Banjo has to run his own.
Yeah, exactly. It's just unfortunate the way it worked out. Can anyone knock Cheesy off of pole? It's not going to be Slurp. He's backed all the way off. So let's see if Banjo's able to improve any right here. And that crazy entry to that corner that we saw from Cheesy is... looks like it's going to work unless Banjo has something to say about it. Banjo has improved by 0.3 though. He needs about half a second. He needs a couple more tenths here through the final sector. Can he do it? Banjo, who is looking for that ever elusive win. Can he get pole? And it's going to be... he gets it! Banjo gets pole!
Huge.
And Slurp is obviously way off pace. And so is Cole. So that's going to be it. Banjo's going to be on pole position here in Brazil.
Massive for...
Slurp starts second. Cole starts sixth.
The battle
Our
between
championship.
$5 and $10, I believe, right? For fourth, and that's first and last between Joey and Banjo between that.
That is back-to-back poles for Banjo, by the way. He won pole in Mexico last week, his third pole of the season. Finding that pace in qualifying. Banjo questioning why Slurp let him by, and then tried to pass him back.
Final race of the season coming up here after 14 races.
14.
As it's 21 points for the gap for the championship.
A lot to decide here in 72 laps around Brazil. And here we go. It is time to write more of Formula Costco history. The lights are on. We are underway in the Season 6 finale. Banjo, the pole sitter, gets a decent jump, but Cheesy gets an even better one. They're going to be side by side going into Turn 1. And out of Turn 1, Cheesy, man, is going to come out with the lead. Slurp drops to third. As Cole jumps a spot on DeMeo on the start. Everyone looks pretty clean and smooth. As here comes Slurp going for second on Banjo. Slurp, remember, needs to win. And he gets P2 from Banjo immediately. That's a pretty good start for him. Cheesy out to the lead. Him winning would obviously clinch his McLaren teammate Cole the championship, so he wants to do that for himself and for the team.
Oh, is that a... I think I just saw it. Never mind. That was a bit of a bad start for both JB and Skylar. Skylar went off to the left, and something happened to that RB. JB smooth, so... Oh, and... there goes Skylar off to the back, went off again into the grass. But up front, Cheesy out in the lead.
Rowdy got a good qualify. Again, his first race back is in P4 where he started. Trying to hunt down Banjo for third. Slurp trying to pull away from Banjo and also keep tabs on Cheesy. DRS now enabled at the end of lap 1. And remember, this race 71 laps long is going to be a test of endurance and who makes no mistakes.
And I mean, what Slurp cannot do what he did last year and get that penalty. He has to be clean throughout a long race.
remember the last time these two specifically had a title defender coming down to Brazil. Slurp sent it with a crazy move into the pits and wrecked himself out, and that was what clinched the championship for Cole.
I wish I saw that one live.
And that was the race that Joey got his first career win right here in Brazil. Speaking of Joey, he's up to P9 from his 13th place starting spot, just in front of Josh, who's in 10th, up one spot as well.
And kind of a bittersweet start for him because it was somewhat tame through the back, which helps him because he didn't get into any trouble, didn't have any danger there. But it was kind of bad because he didn't have a bunch of people to pass. But still a pretty good start up into 9th.
Slurp sets the fast lap on mediums, 1:11.72. With how long this race is, obviously going to be a for sure 2-stop. So we'll have to see how that strategy gets played out. Going to be a little more different than normal. We would likely just see a 1-stop if this was a 36-lap race. Oh, Cheesy sideways on the curb, but Slurp kind of followed him there. Cheesy looking for his first win, also still looking for that first podium. Can tonight be the night, the finale of Season 6? Cole's still 5th behind Rowdy, but I don't think he's in any hurry to get anywhere. Just if he finishes where he is now, then he would be the champion.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's something that decides the championship, it's going to be later in the race. It's just such a long race. Anything can go wrong. I mean, you think it's for sure and you're safe, but I mean, you have an entire full-length race to have something go wrong. But I think there's...
Yep, still 68 to go.
There's very well a scenario where we get through this race near the end and it'll be locked up just by the amount of cars that are left.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. As DeMeo, that's Rowdy, excuse me, thought about a move. As Joey gets by Logan for 8th.
Yeah, nobody even with damage through these first few laps, so very clean start. I think these guys know the test of this is going to be with how long it is. Try not to use up anything.
Never done a 50 or 100% race here in Formula Costco before, so no one really knows how to approach it. I think everybody just knows patience is the name of the game. One mistake can take you out of it. Can make for a long, long night. Coming to complete lap 4, Cheesy's led every lap, but Slurp looking to change that. He has the DRS, and Cole takes the fast lap. Remember, fast lap is going to be crucial, because if Slurp would get it with the win, then an 8th place finish for Cole, or worse, would win him the championship. And here he goes for the lead, to the inside of Cheesy Man. By the time they get to the left-hander, he is clear. New leader, Slurp 74. And I'm just looking at the names behind Cole. And he could have very easily finished 8th in this race, because DeMeo, Bama, Joey, all very competitive names right behind him in his DRS.
Rowdy giving Banjo a couple of bumps through that corner there. Trying to get up into the podium spot. He's in 4th behind Banjo in 3rd.
Rowdy would love a podium in his return. Top 8 all still together in DRS. Very impressive for Joey to start at the rear, make 5 passes, and still be within the leader's DRS here. Even though the guys behind him have dropped off.
Oh! Cheesy goes off.
Oh yeah, Cheesy does go off. That's going to allow Rowdy to get to 3rd.
But it hurts his teammate.
And trying to get back up to 2nd. And right in front of his teammate, yes. Now Cole could potentially look for the move here. Going to have to defend from DeMeo, who's just right behind him.
I think Cheesy just
Early
locked it up.
mistake from Cheesy.
Locked it up into 1 and went wide into that corner. Pretty dangerous
Worth
spot.
noting, Cheesy on the soft tires here. only one inside the top 9 that is on the soft tires. Everyone else on the mediums. Josh and Snowy on the softs as well. JB, the lone driver on the grid that is on the hard tire.
He tends to get pretty loose, so that's probably why. Don't want to have anything bad happen first few laps.
Well, you're guaranteed to have to two-stop this, so it's not... I mean, he's going to have to make these tires last a little bit long. Probably about 19, 20 laps, I would say. As there goes Bama getting by DeMeo on the front stretch. So move the RB up to P6. Now he's going to try to chase down Cole. So we have completed lap 6 of 71.
Yeah, I think a thin field today really is going to help Cole in his fight here as we get a battle for 9th. Logan and Josh Brown.
Oh, Snowy's still not in the race? Oh, he's not. Oh, shoot. I invited him.
Oh. I thought he was just ghosted. I guess I don't know why I didn't think that was... yeah, he's been ghosted the whole race.
I invited him before and I thought he got back in, but I guess not. Slurp still leading. 6/10 over Banjo now after the cheesy mistake. There he is. See if he's able to get in, hopefully. Top 8 all still together. Joey thinking about a move on DeMeo here. DeMeo not as quick as I thought he would be here in the early stages of this race, but still a long way to go like we were talking about before. And we've seen Brazil have some insane finishes, so do not count him out at all here. And there goes Bama to the inside of Cole for 5th, and he's going to take it away. So Bama making a couple moves here in the last couple of laps. Looking for a strong result to end his season.
I think Cole is being safe, but maybe, I mean, you can't be too safe here. Always,
yeah, I mean, you have
DeMeo
spots. And Joey right on your gearbox. And if they're able to pass them and Slurp gets fast lap, then Slurp would be the champion.
Yeah, because I mean, what, 8th place? 8th place and first for Slurp, would that be Slurp's championship?
If he gets fastest lap. If Slurp wins and Cole finishes 8th with no fast lap, they would tie, and then the tiebreaker would be wins, which Cole has more of by a lot. And chase for the lead. Banjo retakes it. The pole sitter is back up to the front after not leading lap 1. And I think Rowdy showing up is definitely kind of changed the game here, because we're not used to seeing that second Red Bull driver up in the top mix here.
Yeah, and I say that the thin field helps Cole, but really, he's got 7 drivers that are probably the 7 best in the series that aren't him that he has to battle with, so.
And they're all right around him. He's in the middle of all 7 of them right now. And the top 3 have broken away from Cheesy, who's beginning to struggle on those soft tires, I believe. Cheesy pushing, trying to get it back. He is just barely out of DRS of Rowdy. And I don't think he's going to get it here. No, he is not. That's going to allow Bama to have a free run at the McLaren here from P4. And he's going to go to the outside. Cole is going to make it 3 wide. They're going to be 3 wide. And Cole's going to overtake Cheesy as well. Dicey for a minute there, especially on lap 10 of a 71-lap race. But Cole taking the position, moving up to 5th. And Snowy's out of the race. He had just joined back. Is that going to be an early safety car?
Probably just...
Snowy is on the front straightaway. Looks like his car's still moving.
Probably something with his lag. I mean, he's been complaining about it.
That's something the AI does sometimes, is they'll retire you for no reason. As Cheesy, it looks like he had another issue. He's down to P8 now.
That happened to Banjo earlier this season.
Yeah, the first race of the season. So Snowy, whether it's him or his AI, is pulled off in Sector 1.
Keep it green. It'll disappear.
Well, that leaves us with 12 runners, and that's going to help Cole out a little bit.
Slurp for the lead once again.
So one less guy is going to have to contend with as there goes Slurp to the lead. And yeah, that's unfortunately for Snowy a rough way to end this season with the AI retiring glitch.
Well, hopefully for these guys, that glitch will be gone. F125, which we will go to next season. Heard some pretty good reviews about it.
Josh battling for 10th. Yeah, everyone that's played it today said it's been fun. I know Jeezy's been on it ever since it launched, I'm pretty sure, and he's been enjoying it, so... Logan and Josh still going at it for P9.
Oh man, Logan all up into the grass. Still got past Josh for that spot though.
Bama not able to make any headway into the gap between himself and Rowdy for the time being. Needs about 5 more tenths to get back into the DRS of the top 3. And now with Cheesy, my question is, he's lost all this track position, started second, is now 8th. When do you come in to get those soft tires off? It's pretty early right now, but we saw in the strategy that could see guys that started on the softs come in around lap 20 as Cole makes another move up to P4 around the RB of Bama. So he's going to be the first one to probably trigger this strategy, as the guys on the mediums I think will obviously run longer.
Yeah, I think strategy is going to play a big part. You'll have, because of how long it is, you'll have different guys on maybe big varying different strategies. If we have guys get damaged and pit for penalties and various things we've seen throughout the season on shorter races.
And that's another thing. Penalties still have the same rules, but obviously a lot more laps to make mistakes, as Banjo going to go back around Slurp for the lead. Rowdy thinking about a move, going to stay in 3rd. As now Josh going to lose another spot to JB, who is the lone hard tire runner. So we've seen, and Josh is going to come in. I was about to say, where the guys that start on the softs are struggling, Slurp gets back around Banjo with the DRS, the first DRS zone. So Josh, one of the 2 guys that start on the softs, no, he did as well, but he is out of the race, is in on lap number 13 for a set of mediums. And Cheesy's actually lost the top 7. So this soft tire is not working out for these guys as well as they had hoped. DeMeo putting all kinds of pressure on Bama, who ever since he got past for P4 has been kind of struggling. Cole pulling away from him a little bit as he tries to chase down the top 3. And now I believe we'll see DeMeo try a move here, as Bama does not have DRS off Cole. DeMeo is going to have DRS. And with that, he will fly around the outside, and there goes Cheesy into the pits. First of the front runners that we've seen trigger their strategy, even though he was falling off quite a bit, probably earlier than he wanted to pit here. And he will also go on to mediums. So we'll have to see how well that undercut works for the McLaren. Cheesy will rejoin in clean track just behind the Sauber of Skyler.
It'd be big if he gets into the DRS of him.
He will be in a matter of seconds, I would assume. Cole's still trying to hunt down Rowdy's DRS. He's closer than he was before, but barely not going to get it this time.
But I mean, imagine.
Banjo looking for another move, and he will take the lead back from Slurp. Rowdy still content to just stay in third. And just like that, all that ground that Cole gained is lost just down the front stretch alone.
Imagine if, you know, Cole at that one point last race where he was way down in the points, if he wasn't able to gain that back, he'd be in such a worse situation.
I've gotten a request from Snowy for him to hop into the booth.
Okay.
Why not? It's kind of the same cycle I'm seeing every lap with Cole. He gains a lot of ground in the first two sectors, but then just loses it all in Sector 3 because of how powerful the DRS is down the straightaway.
Yeah, but I mean, really in a content
Banjo
situation right now.
Yeah, just constantly taking the runs and getting the lead back. And now DeMeo making the move. He's now at the P4. I think the guys back here may be starting to try this same strategy of using each other's DRS to try to close that gap. Slurp gonna go back around Banjo for the lead. They're doing the same swapping cycle they had then.
Joey looking on Bama, trying to get up into that 6th spot. Oh man, what a move!
Oh, he forced his way through there.
He was lucky Bama kind of gave him a whole lot of, you know, he gave him a lot of room and safety on that, because that definitely could have been an incident right there.
I think
Bama
kind of knows that he's...
No, we have 13 boosts, should be good. Invite him.
No, we're good.
Yeah, when it's at 20 and it's 2 commentators, it's capped, but we're nowhere near that, so.
Yeah, we have plenty of room. Banjo, once again, to the lead. And now DeMeo has not been able to make the same ground that Cole did through the first 2 sectors. So looking like these guys are going to have to try the undercut for them to get up into the top 3, as there goes Cole for the move, as Slurp does the same. And Rowdy's had chances to make moves, and he's just been kind of hanging out in P3.
Well, yeah, and I don't know if he really has... never...
Just as I say that, there he goes. Banjo slipped up a little bit, and Rowdy took the move.
I was about to say maybe he didn't have not quite as much pace because of the amount of battery he was using to stay up there, but he just got up into P2. That should help him. But he's at a bit of a better disadvantage.
"17 laps complete this time. And if I can do math, that means 54 to go. And we're getting to that window, I think, of these guys pitting for the first time. And it's going to be interesting to see how the gaps influence their decisions, as Rowdy, we talked about him not making moves, he has now made 2 in the span of a lap, as Joey, just as we say that, is coming into the pits on lap 17. Let's see what he decides to put on here. I would imagine another set of mediums. Yes, it is. And Slurp retaking the lead away. So now we'll have to see. Rowdy was, I would guess, about 3-4 seconds off the lead. We'll have to see where he blends in relation to Cheesy as well, because Cheesy pitted 4 laps ago. It's going to be close between these two here. And Cheesy will just be out in front of Joey. But Joey, with the fresh tires, should probably get him before too long, I would imagine. Now Cole tasked with the same thing, trying to get into the top 3's DRS. He's closer this time, though. 1.2, I think he's just going to miss it again.
I think this is good. Also good for Joey here. He'll get DRS. I think a really good spot. We'll see how the guys he was battling with around maybe Bama where he comes out. I think there's definitely a scenario where some undercuts and overcuts put one of these guys outside of the DRS battle that they were previously in. We've got a battle up front
Rowdy
here.
back to P1, and just like that, Slurp gonna retake it. And there goes Joey by Cheesy into turn 1, but I think that shows you how well the undercut worked, because Cheesy was well off the back pack and was able to jump ahead of Joey. Now Joey gonna have some traffic. He has Logan and JB just ahead, so we'll have to see how well he navigates through those two cars. I'm interested to see how JV's strategy works. The only driver that started on the hards. He's obviously going to run a lot longer than these other guys.
Yeah, but I think we've seen JB given with this advantage on hards here. A lot of these races kind of pit earlier and have these kind of troubles where he pits earlier just because he's really a wheelman, but I think to his own fault sometimes just runs the car to its max, but that can run out the tires a lot. So I think that's why mainly he picked that hard strategy. So I think he'll run longer, but maybe not as long as a normal hard strategy. So we'll have another battle. They're jockeying up here for the lead. That is reeled in the top five, the entirety of the top 5 here.
Whoa, my goodness. Watching Joey try to navigate around Logan and JB, he set it in turn 1, almost sent Logan to Saturn. And he's going to overtake Logan and try to go for the 2-for-1 here on the same straightaway.
Oh, and look at Cheesy.
Cheesy trying to follow him through. That is sketchy.
Oh.
And yeah, Cheesy definitely made some contact. He knows that he needs to stay with Joey, stay in his DRS if he wants any shot of getting near the top 5. And that was some aggressive driving there from the McLaren, showing how badly he wants these good finishes to end the season. Now coming to lap 20, we talked about this kind of being the benchmark for some guys that thought about pitting, and the top 5 all stay out. As there goes Rowdy to the lead once again.
Well, I think if you're in this top 5, your strategy is gonna be based off what the leader does, what the top maybe 2 do, as you want to stay in this fight no matter what strategy you go on and when you pit.
Rowdy got sideways off of turn 1. That allowed Slurp to try to kind of like check up a little bit. That allowed Banjo to try to get right there, but didn't matter because of how powerful the DRS is. Slurp just flies back around him to the lead. And now Cole has caught these guys, as has DeMeo, so we have a top 5 group once again. All this battling has just kind of allowed them to creep into the picture, and now Cole is in a very, very good spot. He knows if he stays with this pack, then he's got the championship on lock. But with how aggressive the racing is...
Yeah, these two have been battling all race.
JB holding on pretty decently on these hard tires. He's well off the leaders.
Oh,
but as far
man.
as a potential one-stop, maybe that is in the cards. We'll have to see.
Oh, right in front of JB. Logan goes off. He went off
As
sideways
Banjo
into the
goes to the
grass.
lead again.
Sorry, battle for the lead, but we got that 9th place battle. JB was getting loose all over the place.
It
and
never ends, does it?
Logan got off. Back out front. Kind of spreading out a bit through there, but then flirt back to the lead. Man!
Oh, DeMeo! That's
Yeah.
Rowdy. I'm sorry, had a huge issue off that corner. Somehow kept it going the right direction. That was a huge moment for Rowdy. I am shocked that he's still only half a second behind Banjo. Because that was... It looked like he was going dead right into the wall.
It has to be frustrating as a driver. You get out half a second in front of the lead, the rest of the pack, you've got 4 cars behind you, and you know they're going to gain on you with that DRS, as it's hopeless through here.
No movement in turn 1 for Banjo this time. Still no pit stops for the top 6. Joey only about 20, maybe 17, 18 seconds off the lead, so I believe when everyone comes in, he should be the leader. Proving that the undercut could work wonders.
Which
is kind of why I'm surprised that no one up here has tried it yet, because if they get a few lap advantage, I know they're going to have better tires than you, but you could pull to a couple of second lead, even though the DRS is pretty powerful.
It's such a big gap, though. I mean, 5 laps already. It's going to be at the minimum 6 laps between the guys pitting and Joey on that same strategy, really. Same tire. But just so much different when he pits. I mean, it's going to be one of the two. I don't think there's an in-between at this point. It's just so far gone.
I know the mediums and the hards are very different tires, but we saw as Banjo retakes the lead. We saw Slurp do the undercut on the hard tires a few weeks ago at Coda, and no one ever was able to catch him. I'm sorry, that was not Coda. That was Spa, I think. It was one of those races where he just short pit, got out of DRS, and no one was able to catch him. I know it's going to be different on the mediums, but who knows? Maybe they equal out more than people think.
Another moment for Rowdy in this section. Got a bit loose off the curb.
Yeah.
Can never get safe at this racetrack. Every corner there's some type of issue you can have.
The Logan and JB battle rages on as they swap positions again.
Surprised Logan got back up there. He had a big moment, got sideways through the grass, but got back up to JB, who's, I think, screaming on those 23 lap old hards. A 10 lap
yeah, they have not had the grip that he wanted here, I'm sure. Coming to complete lap 24, still none of the frontrunners decided it's time to pit. Joey continues to close that gap. No move for the lead from Slurp this time. I'm honestly, knock on wood, surprised with how clean this race has been so far.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, it's a thinned out field.
Skylar into the pits.
But yeah, nobody got wing damage for that whole first portion of this race, I don't believe.
JB got backer on Logan. As we'll see Skylar here go on to a set of new medium tires. Top 5 all continue to stay on the track as we complete lap 25.
Well, as we have a bit of
I think most of these guys are going to go medium, medium, soft and have the soft at the end.
As we have a bit of a lull.
That's probably what I would do.
For this, the most we're going to get, even though it's 2/10 for the lead. We have Snowy in here after some Wi-Fi issues, I guess. So, how's the season been now that it's over from a driver's perspective through 14 races? Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't just you. That whole, a couple of teams in the back really struggled. Other than a couple of surprise points by Haas, they really didn't have any normal back of the points days. And yeah, so a lot of Aston Martin and Haas have had some bad seasons. As we're waiting here for this strategy to fully play out, we still got most of the field that has not started it yet. That's really surprising.
Rowdy clipped the grass going into turn 1. That's going to allow Cole to get to his outside for third and take it away. So Cole is up into the podium exactly where he needs to be. And this is, I think, what you would call a slow burn race which is expected with the 71 lap length. But I think you're just going to see it come constantly ramp up until we get to the climax, that is the last few laps of the race, because I think we're definitely going to see a fun finish, because Brazil has always provided those.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't gone 2-3 laps without a lead change with these top two.
But my biggest surprise is 27 laps, not a single time penalty.
Yeah.
Banjo goes wide, there goes Slurp to the inside and easily takes the lead away, but Banjo not going to have DRS. It's going to allow Cole to have a huge run. Cole going to go to the inside for second. Now Slurp and Cole going to be side by side potentially. I think Cole thinks better of it, knowing not to push the issue, but Cole is up to second, just behind Slurp, who has been up in the top two pretty much the entire race.
These two can't get away from each other this season. The top two in points, the top two most of this season. Now they're 1-2 in the race after Cole having a slow start back up into the podium and a P2 behind Slurp. The two Red Bulls, 4th and 5th, been nose to tail for a couple laps here.
Top five all still together, and Joey continues to run faster lap times than the leaders. That gap to the lead is now shrunk to, I want to say, around 12 seconds. So he will 100% take the lead once these guys come in, and it's going to be a pretty sizable lead. He has pulled away 6.5 seconds over Cheesy Man, just on the 4-lap fresher tires.
What makes me
which tells
wonder,
you they're going to catch him back, but
would he just...
it's going to be a pretty big lead. And Slurp is coming in. Slurp's coming in. Cole's going to stay out. Let's see, does anyone else decide to come in? Nope, it's just Slurp. So on lap 28, Slurp is coming in. And I think this is a great move for him. And Slurp on the softs. Interesting.
I think these guys are stretching it going for a 2-stop. I don't know if Joey can make it on a 2-stop. That might be the issue.
I think he can. I mean, we're seeing these guys probably run. Some of them are going to run 30 laps on these mediums. If he runs to, say, 31 laps, then he's going to be on lap. I mean, still 21 to go. So he might have to put on the hard tires. I don't know if soft 21 laps on those is going to be.
Yeah, I think
a stretch.
This forces his hand to go into a soft tire strategy the final portion of the race. I don't think you can fit in a soft at any point unless you do.
And same thing with Cheesy too. He's already 15 laps on his mediums.
Well, he started on softs though. That's the difference there. He's on a different strategy completely. So I think the hard's is intentional.
Look for a quick right around him. Cheesy, I think, gonna try to play some defense here, which is gonna help Cole out. And speaking of Cole, we'll see if these guys are going to pit. Nope. All the top four continue to stay on the racetrack. And Slurp passes Cheesy Man, but there you see Joey undercutting. He is 7 seconds out of Slurp.
That's huge.
And Joey is almost to the DRS of Bama, who was about 6 seconds off of him at the start. He has almost made up an entire pit stop, just in 12 laps.
Well, we've seen the same gap.
Joey's showing great pace. As Rowdy passes Banjo, and some contact is going to allow DeMeo to try to go around the outside of the Williams, and he's going to get it. Track position just before pit stops is huge, and Banjo just lost 2 spots right there.
He should get help.
And that's going to also allow Cole to get to a second advantage over these guys.
It helps.
Can Rowdy get in the DRS in time? It's going to be close. He's not. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely huge. I think Cole is going to probably... Nope, he's going to stay out. Top 4 all continue on.
Keep in mind, these Red Bulls have to... they'll have to pit on different laps to not double stack, because they are literally on top of each other.
That is true.
They're going to double stack if they pit in the same lap, so they're going to need to be some communication between those two.
Joey Bama for 5th as Slurp does take the fastest lap. I think that's another reason he probably went onto the softs.
He's already gained.
Because fastest lap is absolutely crucial. He's already gained 2 seconds,
2 seconds
on Bama and Joey in just 1 lap alone. And Bama's going to go back around Joey. Joey did not need that, especially in these slower sections when he has the newer tires.
We saw the same thing at Coda, where it was Joey and Cheesy with the big gap out front, and they had all those guys pouncing on him, closing in on him with those newer tires. I think that same thing's going to happen.
But I honestly, I really like Slurp's strategy here. If he's able to keep making this gap, these guys are going to have DRS on him and have the tire advantage for a long time if they go onto another set of mediums. Yeah, they are going to have softs for the end, but at that point, is his advantage going to be too big? And all the top four still continue on. As new leader up front as Rowdy goes around Cole. And Bama's going to come in now, allowing Joey to pass for 5th. Slurp going to go by for P6 here as well. And let's see what Bama does. 31 laps on the medium tires. A good first run for him. And he is going to go on to softs, just as Slurp did. Oh, no, I'm sorry, those are hards. So Bama going for a one-stop here, I believe. If you take mediums 31 laps, I bet you could probably take hards for 41.
Look, I mean, same thing for JB. I think he can go all the way. He's the benchmark because, again, I know I keep harping on him.
And they're teammates, and they're talking to each other during this process.
I don't want to harp on him too much, but you can tell he's the biggest. He's a wheelman. He takes a lot out of the tires. We've seen it. I think in Austria it was pretty bad. So he's the benchmark. You're not gonna especially guys like that are out front here, aren't gonna waste more tires than him. So if he can go, for example, 41 laps on hards, I think Bama can for sure. Yeah, this lead keeps changing.
Back to P1 for the championship leader. And meanwhile, Slurp has cut that 6-second gap to Joey to just under 2 seconds in just 4 laps. So the softs are proving huge dividends for him. These two are going to be the leaders once everyone else pits by quite a margin. But my eyes are now on Bama. I don't think he's going to win with this strategy because he's already 19 seconds off of Slurp, which is almost a full pit stop, but Slurp has the softs and he's on hards. But there's a world where Bama gets up into this fight, especially at the end when the hard tires will be the better compound when the mediums wear out. Very interesting strategy this longer race has created. I think that's why some people wanted it, and we're seeing why.
Oh, JB goes around.
Oh, no.
Product maybe of these old tires. This is going to be interesting to see how much he lasts on these. Because that's a big issue. That could be a bad sign for Bama if he wants to go all the way.
And Rowdy is in. DeMeo, Banjo, Colo continue on, but Rowdy thinks it's time. And Rowdy, what's he going to do here? Hards!
Yeah, I think he's going to go to the end.
Okay, so that makes me think all of these guys that have not pitted yet are trying to go for a one-stop, and Slurp, Joey, the rest of them are going for a two-stop.
And Joey's going to have to strike on a two-stop.
Okay, this is very, very interesting. This is really interesting.
I mean,
Rowdy going to rejoin just behind Cheesy by about, let's see, 2.5 seconds. Which means he's about 12 seconds behind Slurp. Which is about a little under half of a full pit stop.
Well, this is weird here because Cheesy is, I would guess, would just go to the hards here and go to the end at this point. But what this, I would think.
Yeah.
But what this means is that really hurts him because other guys did that but only had to pit one time. So, and I don't think the pace makes up for that. So
Cole
same
coming in,
with Joey.
DeMeo as well. The top three all in right now.
So good communication from the Red Bulls to split that lap apart.
And let's see what all of these guys do. Do they all go to hards as Slurp and Joey, the two Ferraris, take the lead? Cole DeMeo to hards. Banjo, is he doing the same? Yes, he is. All right, so here we have our strategies that are now starting to shake out. On lap 34, we have the guys that are on one-stops, and we have Slurp, Joey, Cheesy all on two-stops, but look at the gap they already have on these guys. They're 11, 12 seconds ahead. which they have to make up more of a gap over these runs because of the extra pit stop they're going to have to make. But this is what we're talking about with the slow burn. We're going to just constantly see different strategies from everyone. Rowdy now 1.6 back of Cheesy. He's going to easily close that gap in a hurry. Logan also doing the same. He is on the hards as well. JB, the lone driver that is not pitted so far in the race, going 34 laps on those hard tires. But because of that spin, he's likely not going to be in contention for any top 5 spots, I would imagine. But another benefit these guys on hard tires have, they could just DRS train off of each other until the end of the race. And try to make up as much gap as they can to Slurp Joey, those guys doing the 2-stop. Oh, that was a huge block from Rowdy. I'm not sure how... I thought that was going to be for sure damage for Cole there, because Rowdy kind of jolted to the right as Cole was about to pass him, and that Cole is insanely lucky to not have damage there. That was way too close for comfort for the championship leader.
Yeah, he definitely was conservative through there, because Rowdy was a bit slower going off, and he just didn't want to deal with that. Kind of let off and let.
Well, Rowdy I think he got kind of gun shy because of what just happened on the straightaway. Yeah. Rowdy threw a very late block there, I would say.
They're catching up to Cheesy.
Cheesy up on the 22-lap-old mediums, made the pit stop on lap 14. And now, gonna have to defend against these guys to the best of his ability.
1, 2, and constructors, 3rd through 6th right here, all battling. And 1, 2, 3 in constructors, top 6.
Correct. Rowdy, huge run on Cheesy. Does he have enough to get there? He's going to try. He jolts to the right, goes to the left. Side by side, and contact between the two. Cheesy holds him off for the moment as Cole closes right in. Cheesy doing his best defensive work. Rowdy pushing him through the corner. Cole to the outside now. Does Rowdy push the issue, go 3 wide? He does. Oh, he thinks about it. Cole backs off, and Rowdy going around the outside now of Cheesy. Still side by side. There's more contact between the two. Cheesy's still there, as here comes DeMeo to the inside of Cole. It's a checkerboard of McLaren and Red Bulls as Cheesy gets sideways after more contact. Rowdy clears him. There goes DeMeo through. And Cheesy, after all that, is going to lose out to everybody.
The Red Bulls.
That was, whew,
the Red Bulls
my
are giving
goodness.
Cole, they need him to get a breathalyzer because, man, these Red Bulls are just like...
They're forcing the issue for sure.
Man, Rowdy, talk about that move.
I mean, I think they know that Cole is trying to be conservative. Joey coming back in now for a second stop. So this has to be for hards, because he still has to do the required compound change. And yep, it is for hard tires. So Joey now got the advantage, and now is going to have to make it back up, but will be on offense with the fresher tires. Only by about 3 laps.
Who is that up there? Is it JB or is it Bama?
No, Bama just ahead.
Okay.
Bama on 6th lap old hard tires. But now you see it. Slurp 14 seconds is the advantage he has on those softs, which are going to wear out relatively soon. But I think he's gonna be more than comfortable to make it on a medium tires once he comes back in, whenever he does. And that's gonna put him on the attack to the end of the race. I don't think we'll see him yet. I think he's gonna run a few more laps.
I mean, I should have been paying attention to how much time
everything's trying to play out.
How much time you lose by pitting, because then we could maybe better do the math to where Slurp would fall out with the pit stop right now. But I don't know if
I think he's going to be, if I had to guess, he's going to be right around where Bama is, about 4.5 seconds back. Which I think is going to put him in prime position to win this thing.
I don't know.
That's not a lot of ground to make up with how many laps are left, and he's going to be on the softer compound and on fresher rubber.
You know what? I'll agree with you just for the fact of how aggressive these guys have been battling up here.
Yep, there goes Cole to the outside for second, and he clears Rowdy.
Oh, barely. two Red Bulls aren't going to give up that spot too easily. Even if it is a championship leader in front of them.
Oh, man. I think you're going to see Slurp run until he loses that advantage, because right now he's still gaining time on these guys. But as soon as those softs start to drop off, I think you're going to see him come in. Because he wants to be on the attack as soon as he can.
Well, yeah, the longer you can keep it even or even gain, you know, if it's a slow loss, you can just, that's the more time you can have to where maybe you can do mediums even to the end. We'll see how long he can last on those soft tires.
I think you easily can make it on mediums from here. We saw guys at the beginning take them 35 laps. And there's 31 to go right now. And I think we'll see him run a little bit longer. As Rowdy and Cole continue to trade second place, which will be the lead of the race once Slurp comes in. And these guys are starting to close into Slurp now. The gap was 15, now it's 14.6.
Banjo here in fourth, just preserving his battery a bit. Not wanting to get into anything, but just holding off here.
Whoa! Rowdy, another huge moment! How in the world? That's the second time I'm asking how did Rowdy keep that car straight. He was all the way sideways right there. Another incredible save from the Red Bull.
They all stay within battery, DRS of each other.
And Cheesy is back in for his second stop.
Right as he lost the draft to them. He'll go and pit.
Yep, I think it's a good move here from Cheesy. Come in and put the mediums on. That's what he's doing. So he'll have to take these 30 laps to the end. By the way, JB still yet to pit. Coming to put 40 laps on those hard tires.
I think that's good news for Bama. He's only a couple laps longer than these other guys, but overall, these people on that strategy on the older hards, I think they're going to be able to make it to the end. They should be fine. There'll obviously be a fall off, but
Slurp's coming in.
It'll be doable.
I was just about to say the guys behind him gained a full second on him in the last couple of laps, and I think we would see him relatively soon. Here he is. Slurp 13 laps on the softs. That says that's enough, and is back in for his second stop. Puts on the mediums. There goes everyone flashing by on the straightaway to his right. And now he will rejoin in P5 with the fresh tires. Actually, maybe P6. Joey might get around him. And looks like it's going to be really close between the two. And Slurp barely going to have the advantage on Joey and Bama. And he gets track position, which is pretty big.
So now two clear formed strategies and groups of cars here. First through fourth.
JB is finally in. Oh, he speeds!
For the first
JB
time.
Speeds in the pits.
We see
the
a penalty.
First time penalty we've seen this race is for JB speeding on the pit lane. He would go to another set of hards. That's gonna, oh man, that's gonna mean he's gonna have to pit again. Because he has not made the required compound change, so from bad to worse for the RB.
Yeah, I think he would have been fine.
As
on mediums.
New leader is DeMayo with Slurp pitting. So Slurp has rejoined, look at like he's only 3 seconds behind the front four on a softer compound and with fresher tires by 8 or 9 laps. I think Slurp has played this very well. Have to see how it shakes out.
Both Joey and Bama got loose off that first corner in the inside curb. They lost some time to Slurp there.
I think Joey needed to stay within Slurp's DRS, and he already lost it, which is not a good sign for his chances.
First time there hasn't been lead change for a while in this group of the top 4, but bound to
Yep, the
change
Mayo
here.
holding station out front for the time being.
As for the battery preserver, Cole here has the most out of all of these guys. Is really losing out on time to Slurp. Back to 2.5 seconds.
Just watching that gap slowly shrink to the top 4.
And I think maybe some cooperation. Not quite teamwork, because these guys have been battling so hard, but between these top 4. Just to not make these aggressive moves as much, because Slurp is gaining. But it's still not enough. Slurp is definitely faster here. At the moment, I think all Slurp needs is to get into that toe, and then he should be fine tire wear regardless.
There is a world where the mediums wear out and these guys are faster than Slurp at the end of the race, but
I don't think it's gonna be enough to where he loses the.
yeah, I was about to say he's gonna be on attack mode for too long, as there is a new fastest lap, which doesn't really matter at the moment because Cole is in second place, and even if Slurp does pass him to go on to win, Cole would still finish P3. And even at the worst, if Rowdy gets by him, it would be P5.
And
remember...
And Cheesy's pitting again here.
Yeah, he is.
He was already 24 seconds behind the leader, which is about 24 seconds behind Cole, so... And Cheesy isn't going to pass Cole, so... Not going to let that happen.
Cheesy going on to soft tires. Oh, he's going to try to take fast lap from Slurp, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
So Cheesy kind of ensuring here that Cole is going to have one less person to battle with.
Cheesy the only driver through the first 13 races and trying to do in this one to finish in points every single race. There's been guys who I believe have done it every attempt, but have not made every race, and obviously Cole and Slurp have had races where they've missed the points, so trying to keep that streak up for every race would be pretty impressive.
Bama looking to go around Joey here for P6, he will take it away. And Slurp is now with the lead 4 in the DRS. As Cole takes the lead away from DeMeo, and Slurp is going for a move on Rowdy, he takes it.
Rowdy gave it to him. I mean, here, take this spot.
I think Rowdy knows. I think Rowdy knows that Slurp is much faster than he is at this point, and fighting is only going to lose them time.
And they're really close through here. They know that Slurp is here. It's not time to just stay single file anymore. It's time to battle.
Trying to watch these guys as Josh is in for his second pit stop. He was also one of the ones that started on the soft tires. Slurp thought about a dive to the inside of Banjo. But using battery to get alongside the Williams. But Banjo with a toe gets back by him and now goes for the move of his own. And Banjo looking for the 2-for-1. Is he going to be able to take the lead away? He is! Very aggressive move there from Banjo, but it works out. I'm trying to watch Cheesy to see if he gets fast lap right here. He might run into Logan before the end of the lap, which is going to hinder his progress, but also is going to give him DRS. I think this is going to work out in Cheesy's favor, and him getting fast lap, I don't see any way Slurp's going to be able to get it back because he's already used his tires up and is in the DRS. But yeah, Cheesy going to get it, and will this be enough for the fast lap? It will. Yes, it will be 109.982, so there we go. I don't see Cheesy losing the fast lap unless we get a safety car, everyone comes in for softs. And that basically guarantees that Cole is going to need to finish 9th or worse.
Great,
or Slurp to win the championship.
great execution by the McLaren team on that call.
Yeah, very, very good. So that basically guarantees that Cole needs to get passed by everybody below him, Logan and Cheesy especially, but Cheesy's not going to pass him, which means likely it's going to have to be Skylar or JB, which they are well behind him, so it's going to probably take a crash or some late mayhem from a safety car, which is not out of the realm of possibilities for sure.
Oh! Cheesy's out!
Oh, Cheesy's out of the race! I was just saying that.
That's an interesting spot. Where?
He's... I'm not
Middle
sure.
of the
He
straight?
is
That's
on
in the
front
pit road.
stretch.
That's in the pit road. Where that is.
Oh, wow. Okay, then. Cheesy
What the
took fastest lap and then decides to retire.
I guess, but why would he
and
be in the pit
that's
road?
gonna
That's
end
weird.
that's gonna end his point streak.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that's this big pride that is his point streak every race, and
And his AI is now pulling back out onto the track right ahead of Joey and Bama. Oh my goodness. So now I believe he'll be able to retire and we should be able to stay green. Huh. His car is cleared, we're good. Did the party just glitch? Hello? Hello? Oh no. Oh, brother. You gotta be kidding me. Can the stream still hear me? Okay, the stream can still hear me. Snowy leaving the party glitched it. Okay, I was able to leave. Let's see. Try to keep up with the race still. Slurp is up to third. He has gotten around to Mayo. No, he is on Cole for second. Rowdy's out of the race! Oh my goodness, safety car is out! Oh my, Rowdy has crashed in turn 1. And just like that, we have a humongous turn of events. It's going to leave us with only 10 runners, and Rowdy, who was having such a great run in his return, is now done. Wow. Alright guys, while this safety car is out, I'm going to try to fix the party. Give me a minute. Alright, guys. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do two separate streams to this race. So I will be back ASAP.